Hello and welcome back to the 2022 Las Vegas Challenge presented by Innova Champion Discs. We are here at Wildhorse Golf Club on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. You're watching JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
Not necessarily a blistering hot start for anyone on this card, but not necessarily backtracking. Gannon Buhr is in the lead by one stroke over Calvin Heimburg, and he is one shot over Anthony Barela, tied with Drew Gibson. But, Tristan Tanner has jumped up into the conversation. Ricky Wysocki has jumped up into the conversation. It is a very tight leaderboard right now. 4 strokes separating first and 9th place. And a few more strokes, you're going all the way down into the deep 20s. So this is a very, very close race. And we have got, how many holes left? We got 27 holes left in this event. The action gets spicy from here on out.
Unless there's a playoff. Hole 10, par 3, 388. I'm hoping for the playoff. Hang it out wide to the right. Don't go into that pond because that would be obviously out of bounds. And Gannon's going to go with the straight shot. I like this play because then he doesn't really risk the pond as much.
Yeah, he's going with a mid-range at M2.
That's really smart.
I like that play a lot. This is a new tee pad. We used to be throwing kind of along the edge of the lake, much more of a forehand hole before, and now it's not really a great forehand or backhand.
It's a new basket location also.
Okay. But this is a scary one. Like Paul said, obviously that pond's on the right side, hanging out there as much as you'd really like is a very tough thing to trust.
You're going to see that shot that Drew threw there. That's a typical shot for most players in the MPO field.
Especially with this right to left crosswind that we've got out there right now. This is hung out wide, but is it going to get back in time with the reeds? Oh my gosh, a foot higher and he is maybe parked.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's the play to park it. That's one of the only ways. This is a cheat code. Oh, no.
What? You hear him saying, please, that is not good.
No, there's no please helping that one. But if you do throw flex sidearm, it really opens up the hole, I think. That wasn't good.
And Calvin will be surrendering a bogey here, and he's kind of fallen back in the last 4 holes. Missing some opportunities for birdies. Now taking the bogey here on 10. Drew getting aggressive. That is a very scary putt to run, especially downhill towards the out-of-bounds line right behind the basket. Gannon also lining up this putt a little bit closer than Drew, but still very scary. Look at this guy go.
Wow. One more time.
Oh, my. Absolutely flutter-free.
Flutless.
I mean, in slow motion, you normally see just the tiniest influence of a flut. Nothing that time. Wow. And it's not necessarily that flutter's bad, but that's just the sign of somebody who's got the cleanest release over hours and hours and hours of dedicated practice. Anthony able to save the par.
Anthony's just on a long par streak. No red. That's fine. He needs to pick it up and get a couple coming down the stretch, though.
Some ways Anthony almost has a little bit of an advantage on this terrain, being from Phoenix and playing on this type of deserty atmosphere, big skips, low grass. When he puts it together, he is obviously a big time threat with his distance out here in Las Vegas. Hole 11's a par 4, 635 feet with a green out of bounds. You have to decide if you're going to go big left, try to clear the green all completely, or play up short. And then there's a bunch of things in the way on that second shot.
Fairly easy par 4 for these guys. It's really going to be all about the upshot. I don't see any of these guys having any problem with the out of bounds, unless for some reason a roll of the wrist in the pond type situation.
Pretty ideal tee shot there for Gannon. Drew blast.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness. This could be in jump putt territory.
Wow.
Oh, what a weapon.
Okay, he's at about 550. What do you got, AB? Low beamer. Does it turn?
It's on its...
Flat.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this,
Oh
though.
my
Flat,
gosh.
no turn.
Yeah.
Just
Like 560?
Yeah.
It's been so fun watching him grow up. Wow. Playing the Memorial 10 years ago, and Anthony Barela was just like you're talking about swinging on swing sets and throwing minis around, and now he's out here just throwing.
He was really known for doing everybody's form, too. He would just mimic everybody's form, make everybody laugh.
That was my first impression of Anthony as well. Everyone's like, he's got your sidearm. He's got Paul McBeth's backhand and putt. Now he's just beating everyone, too. It's pretty awesome.
Gannon's going to have another one of those possible kneeler putts. That might have been left enough to have some sort of look.
And these are great drives, but you can see here, there's not many wide open alleys to the pin. As long as that doesn't roll, that's a... Oh,
Man.
okay, never mind.
He should be okay, but we have seen some shakiness from that range.
Jumpies? Yeah, jumpies. Oh, catches the limb, though. He's going to have to earn that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tricky little spot he was in because it's too far to really throw a little touchy backhand. The sidearm.
Look at this right here, though.
What?
Wow. That's just cheat codes. Gannon, he's looking at another aggressive looking putt. Oh my
Wow.
word. Okay.
Just a no doubt zipper.
Yeah, no fluters either. Again.
Calvin needed that putt. That's maybe the first putt that he's made this round where it's a confidence gaining distance, as we were kind of alluding to on the front nine.
Well, Drew was fine. I thought he was a little shorter than that. That's Gibby territory. What about that drive from AB?
What about that star frame?
What about that jumpy?
Wow.
Taking a look at hole 12, par 5, 987 feet. Honestly, one of the easiest holes on the course because 987 is just not that far. As open as this is, I think everybody in this group can make a play for an Eagle 3 if they want to. After you get about 500 off the tee, it opens up the roller for a good shot shape to move into the right and allow you a chance at a putt. See how aggressive these guys play it. This is definitely one of those holes where you feel like you really have to make a mistake to end up with a par.
The only mistake you can really make is if
that's
you
nice.
go left, OB.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
stall it out, and it goes left.
And even then, you would probably expect to save par, even from over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen Gannon's roller game yet. I don't know if it's in his repertoire, but he certainly has a really good feel for the angles there as he gets full flex with his driver, and that nestles in the middle of the fairway. See how aggressive Drew gets. Oh, he is going roller. And
So yeah, you're definitely thinking about making an eagle if you go to this
that's
shot.
OB.
But it's in
turn
trouble.
over. Turn over.
This could be back.
Turn over.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
I said, and I wasn't confident about that.
You sounded confident.
It looked like it could have come back.
Yeah, I thought it was. this tee used to be about 30, 35, 40 feet up. And at that distance, you could actually land your roller past the rocks. But now, as Anthony has thrown a great one right into the middle, now you have to kind of play the luck shot. If you hit the rock the wrong direction, you might send you off course like Drew's.
Anthony hates it.
I hate 500 or 600 feet too. It's,
Right.
Oh,
Ugh.
a little worm burner.
Boring. 600 feet's...
But that's fine. Easy bird from there. Inbounds. Drew might even have a play depending on where it went out of bounds at into the green, honestly.
Yeah. Another low one. Does it clear the sand? It must.
Yep.
In position there.
He's going with that flippy roller.
How aggressive is Drew going to get here? I don't know.
This could go past the pin.
This is
I mean,
ridiculous.
this is past it, if not parked. This is everything he needed. Wow.
Oh my word.
Replay it.
What?
Hyzer release.
This thing's just gaining speed right now.
Oh yeah, this is what we need to
Show me
see.
how close this is.
This is what we need to see here. Oh,
What?
no way. No
Parked.
way.
That was phenomenal.
Well done, Drew Gibson.
So now
Birdie.
we're talking about a birdie with an out-of-bounds penalty.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
This kid's just playing smoothie golf.
Yeah, does that look like the throw of somebody who's intimidated by one of the sickest rollers you've ever seen? He's just playing his game right now.
That circle, right at circle 2 edge. With
Yeah.
the way he's been putting, he can give that a little bit.
Anthony's so far with the roller, he can maybe even think about reaching the
think so.
green with the forehand. That is big. Nice and flat at the top.
Circle.
Wow.
Oh, mama.
There goes that man. Spike Heiser. That's it.
Okay, tester range, kind of.
Please make this, Gannon.
I mean, why not, right? Oh, wow. Just perfectly on line. It's been a treat. No,
come on.
no. What?
Just catches the front rim on the way in, and that's what did it to him.
That is the most heartbreaking miss there is. I'd rather just spit right through the middle of the basket than miss that way. I feel like sometimes you feel like it's already over the rim. Speaking of over the rim, that's been Calvin's problem. He's just not been able to get it up today. Just a little too low. And when Calvin's not making putts, that's generally how he misses. Just a little bit too much nose down, not enough power behind it. And we're seeing that today. One player in the field able to pick up the 3, Cody Kirkland, John Kirkland's nephew?
Son.
His son, okay. I always get that wrong. Legend disc golfer, John Kirkland.
Hole 13, par 3, 363, but playing much, much longer than that. Going pretty well uphill here. The line is the big high stall out to the right side, maybe even pure hyzer for these guys. You've just got to make sure you put enough on it to clear this sand trap. Really playing just a bit long is probably your safest option. Really sketchy putt, though. No matter what angle you're attacking it from, you're worried about a roll away or you're worried about blowing by it.
Don't forget you got this little awkward step up, too.
True.
That step up is a big time factor on this hole.
This is another one of those times where Gannon throws what appears to be way too high.
And look at
But
it.
he's so powerful that it's actually just perfect. Because that was so high. You don't think it's going to have enough
No.
forward energy.
Definitely not. Drew just casually two steps
my
it.
Goodness.
Just casual two steps.
But he throws it in the sand.
Into the sand. It's the hard play on this one to go wide because you have to keep it, to go low because you have to keep it so wide and just barely wrap around the backside of that bunker.
I like this better.
Just stay
in.
Yeah, that is the shot.
Yep.
If I'm Drew, I think I'd make that adjustment. I mean, he went so half speed with that. I think just play it higher. Put more power behind it.
Tend to agree with you there. Calvin gonna go with that high play as well and just hopefully just stick on the sand, unfortunately.
Just a little too wide. See if these guys can make the save.
This must be edge of the circle because we saw Anthony at the edge of the circle. And there you go. He makes them for par sometimes.
Good putt. Good catch, too. I mean, that's when he needed, especially after the last few kind of lost concentration, I feel like. These are big momentum putts right here. Don't give them away to the field. Wow, beautiful.
Two great saves.
Just really pure on that one for Drew. There was no question about that putt. Those sand putts, especially when you're at the edge of the bunker, the footing is so awkward.
Whoa.
Kind of his bugaboo is that circle's edge putt, man. Oh, no.
This one's taking a trip. Okay, he's going to have to really clutch up here. This one's about 4 feet longer, and now it's for par. Settle your nerves. Go back through your routine. Okay.
That tells you a lot.
That is a
about
putt.
Where he is at right now.
That's a putt 99.9% of the 16-year-olds that play disc golf that are good miss. That's a putt that 99.9% of disc golfers that are good miss. After you just missed the birdie putt and now you have a longer... Wow. Nerves of steel.
Hole 14, par 3, 433. One of the trickier gets on the course. Green on the left, pin high of the basket. Out of bounds, all on the right side. I feel like these guys are going to, mid-range to lay up. I think this is just a layup for him.
Layup is a great play here.
I mean, why not? He's got the card right now by 3 shots. He's just...
Knowing the aggressive nature of the other three, they're not laying up.
Oh, no.
No chance.
With Drew's shot shaping...
I think he's going to go roller.
You are correct, but this is a lot of cut. It looks like it will flip, though.
I like this.
This is boosting long.
I like this a lot.
Oh, my gosh.
That's fantastic. Just a couple
Outside
steps.
circle?
Yeah, just a couple steps outside the circle.
Gosh, who has ever gone long on this hole? Not many people.
And the way that he's really been settling into that little hop step jump putt, you know he's liking that range right now.
Monster forehand.
Mm-hmm.
Circle's edge again for him.
433, slightly uphill, if anything.
Calvin going air shot. Needs to keep this thing drifting right. Start fading left now.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Wow.
What a shot. Beautiful shape.
Shot makers in this group, man. Look at this kid. Just any tricky hole that I've looked at that's like a bonus hole, he just takes the par and gets out of dodge.
Well, okay.
That is a great break.
I was about to say he's only had one bogey thus far in the tournament, but he was in danger there of...
At least. I mean, that's a big swing right there. That
Yep.
probably...
Oh,
beautiful.
No time wasted for Drew. He's loving that putt right now. And who could forget the fireworks of the last round of the Disc Golf Pro Tour finale? 4 putts. 3 essentially in 4 holes from all outside 75 feet. One of the most... I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life.
Not either.
And the slow last 9 holes for Barela. Just a couple of birdies. One of those birdies actually didn't even feel that good. It was that missed putt for eagle. So kind of slow and
Calvin.
slightly obstructed putt, I guess. But that is no excuses. He's got to make those.
That little roll off the green is going to loom large, I think, coming down the stretch. That could have gone very differently as he came into that green with very low speed.
And you're looking at, I mean, I can't count him out of making that putt, but he's on the front side of the green. I mean, he's staring down a potential 5 if that doesn't curl in.
Not only that, what it could do for his career, you try to lay up and then you mess up a few times, that turns you into a real aggressive player because you just go, every time I lay up, I mess it up anyway. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Players are going to want to throw something overstable with a little flex here, or definitely wider than this. That's not a very good shot
That is
there.
a good break, I think.
I think so too. There's OB left. I think that tree saved him.
Yeah, OB left and OB long. There's also the cart path on the right. So this is, even though it should be a pretty easy get for these guys, it's tricky.
This is the shot right here if it's not too long.
Yep. Smoothing. Just grooving.
Firebird. More disc than I would have expected.
And that's wide and just swinging back in time.
Perfect.
And perfect. That was using every single bit of the fairway. Calvin likes that play. He's also going with his Firebird.
Firebird.
That's
That's more disc than I would have expected.
A little bit of influence of wind. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get it as wide, so I'm guessing he's catching. Yeah, good break again. That could have been heading towards that out of the bounds, as they call it.
Why not? Oh, true.
Man.
One thing I can say is Gannon is in control of his game. Smooth, man.
And look at the lead he's opening up.
Even when he missed that putt back there, he turned it into like a momentum builder because then he just jammed a jumper right away.
I mean, at this point, he's not really even concerned about the guys on this card so much. I mean, Barela and Drew are still right there. And I guess Calvin's certainly still in the event. I mean, 5 back with these last 3 and then an 18 more to go. I mean, there's plenty of time to do it, but the momentum is clearly all on Gannon's side right now. The way that he's playing, he's executing his game plan to perfection. He's essentially making every putt, essentially throwing it where he wants to on every shot.
16, par 4, 693. Downhill tee shot. Big turnover. A great play, though I think these guys might have to almost think about the golf green, even though it is about 600 feet away.
I think the tricky part about this hole, because they throw so far, is getting it in on the bushes on the right. Either that or the upshot, just making sure that you have the brakes and not go over the backside of that hill. I think those are the tricky parts here.
Decent shot there. Well, actually, not the greatest shot for Gannon there. He's going to be quite a bit out.
This is turned maybe too much.
Yeah,
Definitely too much. Oh, but a good kick.
Those are those bushes I was talking about over there. I see a lot of the big gunners just turn it over and then go into those. That was a great kick.
Bye, disc. Bye.
Also a little overturned.
I mean,
no, not really.
who cares when you throw it
so
630?
far.
I mean,
That is so far.
there's so much space out there to the right that, I mean, just bombs away.
There's a little kink in the OB right where he's kind of going, where the sidewalk kind of kinks in close there. But these guys throw it so far that it takes that kink out. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it gets around that.
yeah, it's like not even a
That's
thing.
is that just way up over the sand trap and
Yes.
gone?
Yeah.
Wow. So he's gonna have a putter in.
Gannon, this is a full shot into this green. I mean, we're talking 360.
Farther than that, I
least.
think.
Wow. And well done. Not what he was looking for off the tee, and right back into position. The way he's putting, I give him a good chance of getting a birdie here on 16. I think this is a little bit too sharp on the hyzer. Good sit. Still going to be a challenging 30-footer.
It's the tough thing about this hole, like I said, is they can pretty much throw it wherever they want and have an upshot into the green. It's about displaying the touch required to put it just over that hill, because you think, oh, if I hit the hill, I'm going to be parked, but the basket's actually placed behind that hill about 10 feet, which means you're going to... That's child's play from there.
Nicely done for
Crazy
Calvin.
how close he was.
Drew, after a very errant approach, can he still get the birdie? No. That one's going to hurt after that big tee shot. That was pretty simple approach for Drew's game. And the advantage was certainly to the card after these tee shots. But look at Gannon. He's the one who's going to be making a stroke up on the field or on the card, aside from Calvin being parked. Wow.
Great birdie there.
Focus. Get rid of any of those pressure thoughts and really center yourself, like where you're at and the shot you're throwing. Trying to just really let everything besides the basket bleed away.
On to hole 17, par 3, 322 feet, triple Mando, and then sharply downhill to the left, swinging back right at the end. I really feel this is almost a mandatory flex forehand to try to get all the way down to the green, though Drew Gibson might try to show us something creative. It just feels like that's the by far the best option.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture, like, what is Kaylee Visco? What is James Conrad? What is Drew Gibson doing on this hole?
We're about to find out on one account, but that's a pretty good shot there. Left himself about 40 feet.
Kind of the goofiest triple Mando I've ever seen in my life. I'm just going to say it. Come on.
And Calvin, that didn't have a chance. That's got to be low. And that was just high. Never really had the turn. Could be a challenging up and down from back there. It really is a goofy triple. I'll give you.
I saw up in the top corner there, he threw his luster fired bird. Never heard of that one.
Somebody's fired.
Here's that flippy midi.
Okay, so he's going with the butt. Jeez, come on.
Crazy.
Sit down.
See, there's where
Sit.
the problem starts.
No, he's
What,
in bounds.
25 feet.
But that must have hit a curb to stay in, don't you think?
That's insanely good. That
It
is
is.
just
It really is.
insanely good to be able to fit the backhand turnover through that line. That's a bad break.
I don't know quite how Drew stayed in bounds there. It was looking like it was moving quick, but I think he did it.
par save here from Calvin.
Yeah, he gave it an effort, but man, not been his day. That being said, he's still 23 under par, still in the mix, but he's going to drop a stroke down here, and
It's kind of in that little Gannon range.
oh no! Oh, yeah, that certainly earns the Jomez here. Boy,
It was balancing.
it's in. It's oh no!
Wow.
Oh, truly heartbreaking. What a run. And the one guy who doesn't throw forehand has the best look. Can Drew deliver? He can.
That's incredible. He really wasn't even that close to out of bounds. What a shot.
I cannot imagine many more. Maybe one or two other birdies out of the number that we had. 28 players. I can't imagine anyone else was throwing backhand and getting the birdie on this hole. It really feels like it's a mandatory.
Triple mandatory.
Throw the forehand, or throw the forehand. Those are the three options.
Goofiest triple mandatory forehand I've ever seen.
You've mentioned that.
Hole 18, par 4, 632 feet. You've got to get over that little OB area with the rock wall, stay away from this right side OB path, stay away from the golf green, and then cross to the island green back here all the way up over the access road.
Let's get
Check in with Eagle McMahon here on the chase card.
You know, if we're doing a check-in, some good things are coming.
8 under through the round. Here he is on the 16th, trying to push to 9 under. That looks like it's going to be easy work.
And here on 18.
Mid-range.
You got it if you're him. Otherwise, you're going on the golf green.
And I like that he plays it to the right side to open up the best approach, but that's a little bit left. That being said, he's still only 22 feet away, and that's child's play for Eagle. Good 10 under. His total is at 26. Still a little bit short of Gannon's pace, but that puts him squarely right there in the mix.
Looking good to play on the lead card.
Drew, and he pulls out that Alabama Destroyer. Big things usually happen.
Oh, no way. He's going past the green here.
Why do you do this? Why?
Ooh,
What on earth, man?
That's bonkers.
that really is.
Yeah, he cleared about 4 or 5 bonkers.
That's 550 uphill.
And just like purposely, like he can get up and down from anywhere in this fairway, but might as well just go 550 because I can.
I kind of think if he flips it, I mean, remember where the pin used to be? And
Oh, yeah,
an
up at the
Eagle
top
would
of the hill.
park it?
Oh, yeah.
You could almost take a stab at the 2
Sure.
from over there.
Absolutely. There's nothing stopping you from the jump putt once you get up there.
I don't even want to think about that. Just people doing this with
It's-
jumpers.
No.
It's a scary world we live in.
Anthony scaring the neighbors with that hyzer, but it's swang? That's a word, right? Swing right back into the fairway?
It was swanging.
Swang, baby. And Calvin swung that one back in the fairway as well with his hyzer. And so now I don't think any of these guys are going to be holding back from going for the green, but there are a ton of willows that are out there trying to catch these shots that are just slightly off.
Does have enough. If it gets over, it's parked.
Oh, that's high.
And you see the willow hits it, but just enough past that curb to be inbounds.
Putting for 29.
Willows. Park.
Yeah, slightly obstructed, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue for Calvin.
Nice. star frame on this hole would just be dumb. But I guess it's probably not going to come in as one of the harder holes.
It's right there in the middle.
Beautiful. Wow. I mean, that's why you throw it over there, so you just have a little chipper right up in there.
Easiest birdie you'll ever see on hole 18. When do the nerves kick in for this guy?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Not to say he can't hang on.
No, he has nerves now, but he's sleeping on this lead. And he's going to have all the feelings tonight and tomorrow morning. And then when they call him up to the tee, I'm sure they'll subside a little bit when it's game time. But he's got a lot to think about tonight.
It's going to be an awesome final round.
16.
I find they don't really subside until tee pad 2.
Really?
For me, if it, I got to get that first drive in, that first putt.
They go away for you guys?
Not totally, but they become, you can live with them.
Mine come in around like 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, that'll happen too. That's a different kind almost.
Let's take a look at these scores. Gannon, 6 under on the back 9, 10 under. His lead is now sizable. He is jumping up a little bit, but look at Tristan Tanner with his 11 under. He is going to be 2 back of the lead. Eagle McMahon clawing his way up. He's going to be 3 back. And Drew Gibson rounding out our last round lead card. It's going to be exciting finish here at the very first Disc Golf Pro Tour 2022 event.
And on that 18th green, something pretty special came to an end today. And I got to shout out Kale LaVisca, a cash streak of 307 consecutive events dating back to 2008, the longest active cash streak in disc golf. He missed it by 1 stroke, but man, one of the most respected,
Legend.
one of the nicest guys, and an incredible run of great golf. Don't be surprised at all to see him start up another huge streak.
Mm-hmm.
But 307 times in a row without an injury. In the top 40%, snow, rain, sun, Europe, doesn't matter. The guy,
A legend.
he's been doing it a long time.
Inspirational.
And yeah, just an incredible run. And I just got to give him his due for what he did.
Hats off to you, buddy.